Happy Self-Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. So much is going on. How are you really? I've been doing these videos for a while and I've been talking to you about preparation for a minute, right? So I talked about it in terms of self-love and how to care for yourself throughout life. And I would talk about the fact that life is going to keep happening. And while life is happening, you have to take care of you. And that is no different than right now, where caring for yourself a whole lot more can help you throughout this, I would say, glitch in the matrix. It's like what I like to call this coronavirus right now. I have watched people who I know come to care about and love just go from, just being in a good space to complete panic and fear. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to have a reaction. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to feel your feelings because, we talk about that. However, when you're getting to that anxious part, that is not a time to jump on social media and just, I understand that you may need to get your feelings out. And there are a lot of different ways we can discuss to do that. But most importantly, I want you to take a step back for a second. Sometimes we get so hung up in what the news is saying or what someone posted on social media or who finally has the virus and who's going to get the virus that we're not just taking the breath in the moment to educate ourselves beyond the news, beyond social media. We have to stay informed as a people. And I don't just mean this, and this is why I went back and I reverted back to the videos that I did previously, because this is not just about right now and the pandemic of what's happening right now. This is how you have to be in life. These things are going to happen. They're going to continue to happen. As long as our borders continue to be open and allow us the freedom to travel where we want and how we want to truly live life as we want, we're going to come across all different things that's going to, that could possibly, harm us in some way. So you have to get prepared. Fear and worry doesn't do anything for anyone but cause higher stress level and anxiety levels. And for those of you who are parents, as I am, think about it. When you're highly stressed or anxious, even if you think you're not verbally expressing that, you're physically expressing that, and you're passing these things on to your children. You have to learn to take a step back. Let's get prepared. Let's get prepared for the fact that they're going to be out of school. Many of my friends, they're going to be out of school for 2 weeks. I know here it's 2 weeks. So we have to get prepared. Let's not get crazy. Get your list together of things that they need to accomplish throughout the day. If you have young ones, I get that's going to be hard. But you got to go back to when you first had them and they had a schedule. I know we've been giving it to the teachers to do. And trust me, I'm the same way. Like, go to school. The teachers have you during this time. But ultimately, there are hours, and we have to just get a schedule together of what they're going to do from the time they get up until the time they would normally come home from school and what they would do. I mean, they still can read books. They still can go outside in the front yard and play. They still can do chores. And I'm going to tell you, so in my household, this is what's going to happen. And is it going to last 2 weeks? No, but my kids are probably going to stretch it out for 2 weeks because that's just who they are. And they're going to leave me alone because I'm going to have them spring clean. These are things that it takes so long to get to because our schedules are so busy. So I'm going to utilize this time for them to clean out their closets, for them to clean the garage, and clean out our storage spaces. I mean, this is going to be a time where we're going to collectively get together and get this house together. Now, normally I'm the one who usually does deep cleaning, but I'm going to give them some responsibilities. It's not just going to be lay around all day and play video games, not in here. It's not going to be lay around all day and watch TV, not in here. They will have time for that. But for the most part, until the school gets their curriculum together as to what they're going to do in their home, I mean, they're going to have a list of things that they need to accomplish every single day. This is also going to be a perfect time for you to work out. Not only is working out that helps build your immune system, but it's also going to help with that stress level and that anxiety. And if you have small kids, let me tell you something. There's nothing they love more than to feel like they're doing something with mommy. So if pop something on the living room, let them jump around with you or make it fun. You have to choose what's going to be best for you and your household, but the best thing you can do is prepare. Get a schedule together today. Don't wait till the day of. Take some time. If you don't want to find yourself, cooking all week long, today is a perfect day to meal prep. Get some things, get a couple of items in order. When my kids were younger, I'm telling you, I would set the bowls, the spoon, I would have little stack baggies of cereal. They could just put it in the bowl and pour the milk. If they have cereal, my kids don't eat cereal anymore because I took dairy away from them. But I mean, there are so many different ways to do this. But you have to stay calm and you have to prepare. But I know we're talking about people who are in the state of having to do a lot of things that can do things. But here, my message today is for the people who can't. I know a lot of people who send their children to school to eat because they can't afford it. There are going to be so many people that will not have childcare. We're going to have to truly be gentle. We're going to have to go back to the America that I remember after 9/11, where we're all banded together and figured out a way to help others. You know something, for those of us who are overly blessed and have money to go out and stock our carts full of food, who have a way to provide for and care for our kids every single day, it is truly not a time for us to panic and lose our minds. It is a time for us to get centered, get grounded, prepare for our children, but also lend a helping hand. I have older children, so I plan on opening my home to those who don't have childcare because they can help. As long as you don't mind that your child is going to be home with me, because I work from home during the day and I don't play no games. So yes, they will listen to Miss T. But I mean, this is a time to lend a helping hand. If you have an older child that can help out someone who has younger children. If you have an overabundance of food, I promise you, your child is not going to go without lack. Make a big pasta dish. Share with another family. If you know people who need help. Something, a lot of people say, reach out. But remember, even you as a person have a hard time asking for help. I know I do. And sometimes people say it's put your pride aside, but it's easy for you to say that because you're not the one that's hungry. Your children are not the ones that may have lack or can go without, who don't have clean clothes or don't have just the proper nutrients to fulfill their bodies every day. So it's so easy for you to say. But if you have an inkling, if you have a clue, put a care package together and leave it on their step. That's so easy. That's so easy. If you can practice being selfless long enough and not so selfish. Because I've never seen a more selfish America than what I'm seeing right now. This state of panic and fear, and to the point of you're buying things like, okay, even if you have to be quarantined, I promise you, we will make it through 14 days without having to have the entire supermarket in our homes. I promise you that what you have in your home, you can share with others that may be less fortunate, and you will be just fine if we all band together. Our children don't have time for our panic and fear. They need us right now. We need to be their security. We need to be their safety. We need to be providing them with love and affection, let them know everything is just going to be all right. Now, I've made posts that are funny because that's just my way of dealing with things. I always feel like, I've been preparing for this for a minute now. I've been preparing for this by taking care of myself. So that when life comes my way and it's hectic, I'm not hectic with it. It's time to get prepared. We've had a few days to really deal with the fact that this is coming now. So let's get prepared. Make sure you fill your cabinet up with supplements and nutrients and vitamins, not just food. Or good food that's good, and a good source of food. I will say that. If you can't afford an air purifier, get your air purifier for your home. Make sure your kids, make it fun for the kids. Don't just yell and go crazy. They have now a hand washing dance that they made up for the kids. Get silly in there with them. Yes, let's make a hand wash a song. The same way you would put the timer on for them to brush their teeth for 2 whole minutes. We have to get away from this panic and fear and just going crazy. And I understand that this is something that we're not used to. So we have to be gentle with people as they're going through it. However, life has always been happening with us. Bird flu, Ebola, all these things have been coming our way for we as a people, and as you grow older, you have to know this is only going to continue to happen. And every time it happens, you cannot break out in a complete fear and panic. Feel your feeling first, right? And then take a deep breath. How can I be prepared? Get prepared. What can I do? I understand that my immune system will be just fine because I've built it that way, but my parents may not be. So be prepared. Let's not start screaming and yelling at people because they're not doing it the way that you want them to do it. Just get your home prepared. Make a list of things that the kids can do throughout the day. And I'm telling you, when it comes to chores, they're going to get missing because they're going to be like, I don't want to bother her because she's going to make me clean something else. I mean, hello, make it fun for the younger ones. Make sure they stay on top of their lessons. They have workbooks in Walmart and all these other stores. And even online now, they have where they can do math problems and word problems until they have a curriculum set for them. But get prepared today. No more panic. No more fear. But if you're feeling anxious and you need someone to talk to, I keep saying every single week, I am here for you. And I know that seems strange to somebody you don't know. But if I can help you be less anxious when we're having traumatic and trying times, that's what I'm here for. And it's not about money. It's not. If it was about money, I wouldn't be doing this. Let me just say that. It's about the fact that I love my women and I want to see them become better, and I want to see them get better, and I want to see them get stronger, and I want to see them come to the place that I've come of understanding and peace and love. And so no matter what comes their way, they can make it through and know that they can make it through. And I don't want to forget my fellas. I feel the same about you too. It's just that my clientele happens to tend to be more women, but I'm here for you too. I know there's some single dads out there. If you need some ideas, if you need someone to talk to, I am here. Moe Sass Fitness LLC on Facebook and Instagram. DM me, message me. moesassfitness@gmail.com is my email. You can find me on YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever you can pop in a message to say, hey, I just need a minute of your time, just to kind of talk myself off the ledge so that I can be a better me, so that I could be a better parent, so that I can go out and help others because I'm in a great space. I love you for listening. Let's get a plan together. Write out a list. If you have a calendar, write this list out for the next 2 weeks of what they're going to do until you get a curriculum from their teachers. Have worksheets available. Have math problems available. Have books available. If you need books, please call me. I have 1 million of them here. Have a chore list together. Help them understand that the TV is not going to be their best friend for the next 2 weeks, nor is a game system. You can do this. You can do this. Fill those babies up with good, nutritious foods. Make sure they're taking their vitamins. You want to make sure, emergency, all these things they have to help build their immune system is important right now. It's always important all the time. But it just seems like people don't take their health seriously until there's a crisis or a pandemic. And the one thing I hope that comes out of all of this, before I cut this video really short now, is that we start taking our health a little bit more seriously after this and understand that we should be building our immune systems every day. I love you for listening. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Get prepared. Reach out. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. We got this.